Imagine your life 10, 15, maybe 25 years from now. What kind of physical shape will you be in? And notice what I didn't say. I did not ask, will you be in shape? The question is, what kind of shape will you be in? This is a very important question for all of us to face because we're all getting older. We're all going to age. And as we age, we will experience loss of muscle mass, loss of strength, and for some, loss of function. It's called sarcopenia. And there are simple steps that everyone can do today to make the aging process a much smoother, happier, and healthier process. Stay tuned. Welcome to another episode of Your Best Life. I'm your host and healthy living correspondent, Beth Schomp. I've seen it far too many times, including with people I love. People in their 80s and their 90s who can't do the simple activity of getting up and down out of a chair. So I'm going to show you some very simple but critical activities that you can do and you should do every day while you're around the house so you can age strong and gracefully. Sarcopenia typically affects people in their 60s and older years, and it likely increases with age. This disease affects both men and women equally. Now, before you think, I'm in my 40s, this doesn't apply to me. Oh, it does. Sarcopenia starts in your 30s. So you want to form the habits now, so it'll make a huge difference in the prevention of falls and bone fractures in your future. So assuming you don't work out in a gym 3 times a week, I'm going to show you some simple activities to help you so you can remain independent for many years to come. So the family room and the kitchen are the rooms that we spend most of our time in, at least during waking hours. And so this is a really great spot for you just to really maybe multitask while you're watching TV. So I'll show you a couple of things that I do. I just need a straight surface like this, that if you want to do some squats, just like this, and I don't have to use a couch, but it's nice if you need that extra balance. And here's how you can actually compound it. I like to push my arms back and tense the triceps. So I'm getting 2 exercises in one. So this allows me to be able to watch a little TV and get a little exercising done. Why this exercise is so important, this movement here, the squatting, it's good for your quads, but the practical aspect for you and me is as we get older, we want to make sure we can get in and out of a chair. And that's why this exercise is so important. While you have this support here, and it could be a countertop in your bathroom, it could be a countertop in the kitchen, consider doing an incline push-up. We're not talking about doing a push-up on the floor. We're talking about something far more simple. You simply put your arms just about outside your shoulders, and on an incline, I'm going to come down. Now, my elbows, I'm going to keep close to my shoulder, to my body. I'm not going to wing them out like that. I'm going to keep them in. And what this is doing is strengthening the chest muscles all in this area here. So those are 2 simple exercises you can do in your family room. Have you seen those commercials where people sell a cream to get rid of crepey skin? Doesn't work. When you see the crepey skin in your arm, that's muscle loss. I noticed it when COVID happened and I couldn't go to the fitness center. And it was like a month before I was able to go back, maybe even longer. And I lost muscle mass. And I'm going to tell you, it's hard to gain back. But this is something simple that you can do, just again, to stay in front of the curve. Now these are just 8-pound weights, it could be 10-pound weights. But for what I like to do around the house, this is a good weight. If I'm at the fitness center, I'm going to use something much heavier. But in front of the TV again, I would just use 2 8 or 10-pound weights and just do this. Now, when you do a curl, the key is to drop slowly. That's where the work is. You can go up and just drop slowly. And it's something that's very, very simple that if I'm watching TV, I can end up doing 3 sets of 15 and not even know that I did it because it's such an easy exercise. Something else that I like to do is I like to compound it again, and I like to work the shoulders. So what I might do is I might do a curl like this and then follow it with an overhead for my shoulders. This and this. You don't have to be really strong in order to do this exercise, but you will love what it does for the shape of your shoulders. Another little exercise, when you have these weights that are small enough, you can simply do arm raises. And this again is a great shoulder exercise. So if you want really nice shoulders, get yourself a pair of weights. They don't have to be super heavy. They shouldn't be if you're not regularly working out, and simply do that. Now, there's another exercise we need to think about as we get older, and it's the muscles in the wrist. So you can get 2-pound, 3-pound weights, and it's simply just doing this. Going up and down and up and down. And don't dismiss the importance of this. Just because it's light and it looks easy, you would be surprised how tired your wrist can get. But you want to keep that function. You can do this just sitting down, having a conversation with your spouse, or again, watching the TV. But these little muscles in our wrist, we want to keep them strong so that we can keep our function as we get older. Hi, sorry for interrupting the show. I just wanted to take a moment to let you know about one of my passions other than hosting this show. I belong to an exclusive wellness shopping club, and I've done so for over 20 years. I trust them with my health and my family's health. This club provides US-made, safe, affordable health, household beauty products, things that we use every single day. Anyway, I'll let you get back to the show, but if you have any questions about joining, I provided info below. Bye. I hate doing sit-ups. I absolutely hate them. But our stomach muscles impact lower back pain. You want to keep the stomach muscles strong. So we gotta do the sit-ups. Now, if you happen to have a stability ball, that's a great way to do your sit-ups. What you're going to do is you're simply going to just roll down on it where your lower back is on the ball. And I like to cross my hands here on my shoulders. And you're going to simply just roll back and up and down and up and down and up. And for me, the person that hates to do the sit-ups, how I can do more of these is with the TV on in the background. So I can just sit there and do probably twice as many as I would do normally by having a stability ball and just doing them in front of the television. But you want to do these. Do not discount it because it's so important. Strong muscles lead to strong backs. Let's talk about walking. Walking is so important because it is a weight-bearing exercise. It helps to prevent osteoporosis. But you want to walk at a fast clip. We want to get that heart rate up. So I would make sure that I have a plan. If you don't work out regularly at the fitness center, I think we all need to be walking 5 days a week. And I would be walking for a minimum of 30 minutes a day. So that really helps not just your cardiovascular, but it also helps your bones because walking is a weight-bearing exercise. Now let's finish our little chat with some stretching. You're going to find that one of the most common injuries that people have is in their shoulders. Think about it. We are on a computer all the time, we drive, we're on our phone, and with this movement right here, the shoulders are rolling forward, this chest muscle gets compressed. And all this congestion pulls on the tendons. So what is perceived as a shoulder pain, the problem for most often is in the chest muscle. So what we need to do is keep this chest open, and throughout the day we need to think about it, but you also want to stretch. So this is an exercise, a stretch that I do every day. I just find a wall and a 90-degree plane, I just lean into it. And that's all it is. And it feels so good. If you don't do this, this is going to feel tight at first. but the more you do it, the easier it gets because that chest muscle is going to loosen up. Then what you do is raise your arm a little bit slightly, and what that stretch is going to do, it's going to now work down into the lats. You're getting some stretch down in that area. Go all the way up. You can also just simply take your hands behind your back and go like this, and that's good. But this really is a great exercise because you have this as a marker for you. It's a really nice stability wall for you. Now, let's pretend that you do have that sore shoulder. You can tell that it's really super, super tight. What I do is I do an arm hang. Now for this, I do a heavier weight, and you just simply, again, using your wall, you just lean over and you just do circular motions like this. This is what a physical therapist would do with you. And let your arm just hang, release it. You're not doing a weight lifting exercise. You're using the weight to pull the arm down and stretch these muscles out. Something else that people need to do is stretch out the triceps. So by taking your arm back here, just simply pulling it, this simple stretch is stretching your tricep, and believe it or not, that can help prevent a shoulder injury because you're keeping all these little muscles and tendons nice and loose. It's when we don't stretch that we can really have a lot of pain, and that can lead to injuries. So don't forget to stretch. Again, you can do these exercises in your living room, in your kitchen, in your bathroom, in your closet. Super, super easy to do, but be sure you do them. Here's one more very important step. Taking proper supplements in addition to a healthy diet is critical because the necessary nutrients are missing from the soil. Starting a great supplement plan now, regardless of age, makes a huge difference in your long-term health. But the industry is unregulated, and most supplements out there are not worth the money. Here's what you should look for in your supplements. Number one, have they been tested for absorption? Number two, have they been tested for performance? In other words, has it been proven that the supplement works, or are they just touting the performance of an ingredient? Number three, how many human markers do they improve, and do they put that in writing? Number four, who did the testing, and was it third party? And number five, can you buy directly from the manufacturer, or do you have to go through a third party? That's important because either you'll be paying more than you need to, or the manufacturer may be taking shortcuts to improve their profit margin because there's a middleman. These are all very important areas of nutrition that I can help guide you in. I have a product information link in the content below. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to share this video with anyone who can benefit from this information. Also, if you will, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. And finally, I would love for you to join our community on Facebook, so please check out the link for that below. You can always email me at yourbestlife9@gmail.com. Until next time, be happy and be healthy.